Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Allen Williamson, star of the Lifetime movie Nightmare in the Desert. Join us as we delve into Allen's insights into his character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you, Allen, for being here today.
Thanks so much for having me. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. So, can you tell us a little bit about your character in Nightmare in the Desert?
Yeah. Burke Elder is a young um park ranger. He was born and raised out in the desert, and he loves the national forest area. So he works with older park ranger who gives him a lot of mentorship, and he used to date, I guess, the lead, and she comes back in town. So I guess without giving away any spoilers, he's excited that she comes back in town.
Okay, great. And what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
Oh, what actually attracted me to the role was the fact that out of all of the characters in the movie, he has the biggest arc and has to go through a lot of emotional um twists.
Great. And what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating?
What do I think makes this movie special? It's a good story about the entanglement of three individuals and how they are approaching their social relationships, the constructs among each other, and fighting not so much good and evil, but more fighting natural impulses and desires, and just coping and dealing with that in such a strange situation between the three of them.
Great. And what do you hope audiences take away from watching this movie?
Ooh, what I hope the audiences take away from watching this movie. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know how editing has finished it, because the editing oftentimes can um choose a different path than what we were hoping. But what I was hoping the audiences take away from this movie is that you can't necessarily trust anyone, but sometimes you have to rely on your gut instinct and trust people, as well as you never know what potential is lying within every single person.
Amazing. What was it like working with the rest of the cast on set?
Oh, the cast was fantastic. Out of many productions I've been on, this cast was very cohesive. Um, from my point of view, everybody was getting along well. A lot of laughs, a lot of jokes, a lot of fun and pranks on set. So I thought it felt like I knew most people for a very long time, having just met them.
Amazing. And what can you tease about your character journey?
Oh, okay. What can I tease about my character? He has a lot under the surface. So there's
Oh,
just a lot going on. He's constantly calculating, so you don't always know what he's going to do next.
interesting. What was your favorite scene or moment while filming Nightmare in the Desert?
My favorite scene actually is towards the end, where there's I guess you could call it sort of a big reveal, but it's more of a I had to really work on a thick monologue of speaking that has him wrestling in his mind a lot of different issues, and I had to speak while the mental struggle is happening. So that was my favorite because it was a challenge.
Great. So, change of subject. What have been some of the most memorable projects you have worked on throughout your career and why for you?
Okay. I would say almost every project is memorable. I rarely have any negative situations, so I'm always in the moment and love each one. But I think there are there's so many. Some are based on like production value, but some are based on location, and some are based on people. So I once played the story of a true story of a man who was emotionally abused, and he had to find forgiveness with his past, and he approached the people from his past. That was a challenging one. So I think that was one of my favorite in the fact that it was most challenging. um, I have one coming up. They won't let me say anything, but it is also physically challenging. So that one, we've been rehearsing, and that's a really exciting one.
Amazing. So at Survival the Shows, we are big fans of Christmas rom-coms.
Oh, yeah.
What is your all-time favorite?
Oh, so one I did or one that I like to watch?
You choose.
The one I like to watch is Four Christmases. I think it's is it ooh, it's Vince Vaughn, and I'm trying to remember Reese Witherspoon, I believe. And they have to go to each parent's house to celebrate Christmas, and each house is very different than the last, and it's comedy. It's so funny. And I did enjoy, there was one we did called The Christmas Diamond, and that was fun because it was like a detective movie, and it was based off the Thin Man series in the 1940s. And I loved watching that one with William Powell and Myrna Loy. That's a really great Christmas classic too that most people don't know about. The Thin Man.
Amazing. So the last question, can you tease something about your next projects?
I wish I could. They really wrote a very thick non. Oh, okay. So instead of the one we are doing, there are some that I just finished. We just did a rom-com here in Los Angeles, about I signed some NDAs. I think I can say this about a secret marriage,
Ooh,
and they got married for business reasons, and then they slowly might or might not, but they might fall in love by the end of the movie.
great. Looking forward to watch it. Do you know when will be released
That one I don't know. It's still
or
in.
where?
Oh, where? It should be everywhere. I don't know what platform. I
Okay,
think, yeah, so I'll find out.
okay, great. So this is it. Make sure to watch the movie Nightmare in the Desert on Lifetime on Sunday night. And thank you, Alan, to join us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Desiree, for having me.
It's a pleasure. And thank you all for watching. Bye!